Well, battling breast cancer can cause some major stress and anxiety for women and men, especially during this pandemic. The Donna Foundation and its Donna Caroline are helping those battling breast cancer get the help they need. All Your Side's Don White talks to one woman fighting the disease and getting help through the foundation.
I kind of thought that something was going on when I felt the lump.
Then a biopsy confirmed Elaine Carter's suspicions.
They discovered that it was cancerous, but to actually hear the words, I was kind of in denial.
Having money to pay for everyday bills can be a struggle for many of us during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it poses even more challenges for people battling breast cancer. That is where the Donna Foundation comes in. The Donna Foundation works with a patient advocate foundation by providing free casework, navigating insurance, and assisting with household bills.
Patients are automatically going to be overwhelmed just the thought of what the bills may be. And what we do, we help navigate through that, as well as provide resources.
Carter is thankful for the help she received through the Donna Foundation.
I didn't have the finances really to buy food, and they did help me there.
Carter, who will celebrate her 81st birthday soon, has this message as she goes through chemotherapy and radiation.
They need help right now. So what I'm asking is that everybody just give a little. It doesn't take much.
Carter is staying positive. Her chemotherapy is scheduled to end in May 2021. She feels a little more at ease with help from the foundation. In Jacksonville, Dawn White, First Coast News, on your side.